Okay, so I have a quick question. I hope that you watched the first video. I really, really do hope that you watched the first video. This is the second of three, and we're possibly going to do a live interview either via IG or YouTube. But that's still in the works. But as you look at this picture, and if you watched the first video, I want you to tell me in the comments, what would you do? Tell me, what would you do? That's all I want to know. I just want to know, what would you do? So I could probably pass that information on to her. What would Jesus do? What would Shamika do? What would Darnell do? What would you do?
Because no one knew
Time
I
out,
had
real
those
quickly.
pictures.
Barbie, time out. Immortal Morals, please screen record. Very quickly, anyone who's joining, this is Barbie. She's on the cover photo. Her husband's name is Jermaine, not was, is Jermaine. He was murdered while at the police station, handcuffed with his right hand to the bench, an inmate on the side of him. Cops say he took his left hand, pulled the gun out of the cop's thing, holster, pulled the safety off with his left, and he put a bullet right here into his head. The inmate on the side of him, they said, had no blood splatter. Bullshit. Bullshit.
And
No one will help this woman.
after today, I don't have a body.
Yeah, because they cremated him without your permission, right?
See the body.
And when I looked up the crematory place, it didn't exist on Google.
What?
Nope. It took
There's
me
got to
5
be a
months.
lawyer there that can help you, because this is too much. This is a lot.
Yeah, I can send you a. I can send you an attorney.
She had a female lawyer, guys. I'm reading it right here.
No.
I got the PDF. She had a female lawyer. She turned on.
Right. But listen, what I'm saying is that I can send you the attorney that basically helps everybody, like, with these type of cases, because he's the one that's helping with the case that was going on out here. Because out here there was this guy that died in police custody, and they were trying to say that he killed himself and all of this shit. And so come to find out, that's not what the fuck happened. But nothing happened until they got this attorney. And once they got this attorney, now those people have finally gotten fired. Shit is moving. So
Yeah,
what happened?
Let me find
out where he's
something.
licensed at real quick. I just
You
got
don't
to see if he's licensed in New Jersey.
I do.
So I'll give you this information.
And that's so sad.
the-
I'm sorry.
So the lawyer that I have now, she said she cannot represent me on the body. She said the body doesn't go with the case because she works in the same county that I'm suing. Every time I had another lawyer prior to her, we was gonna go to the bank with them. Soon as he left them, he said I can't take
Body
the
not
I
with the
just-
case.
it's like they being scared off. So she said his life is not worth a six-figure. His life is not worth 6 figures. I said, ma'am, if he was in there, if he was in there saying, if he was in there saying, please kill me, then if he was in a suicidal state, a manic state, right? So that's supposed to be a 5150 call. They were supposed to put him in crisis.
And that procedure,
Or
and the
suicide
procedure is not
watch.
to get close to him if they're like that. So why was the officer close enough for him to grab the fucking gun? That doesn't even make sense. That's not part of protocol. You don't do that. You know, they don't do that regardless if they're 5150 or not. They don't stand that close to you when they talk to you. They just don't. Not close enough for you to reach out and get a gun.
And that's the same.
With your left hand.
Typically what happens is that when a police officer is on the inside of the jail, they have to lock their gun up. A police shouldn't have his gun just on his person on the inside of a police station. So that doesn't make sense.
Let me
all type of protocol.
Right, and let me tell you what they said about that. So this cop used to be a sheriff officer, and this is how the sheriff. So when all this happened, they scrambled around it to see who to call because there was something horrific that happened in there.
How do you get this safety clip off and then do that?
And I'm asking the lawyer to give me the tape so I could pay. She said she's not paying for the tape to get analyzed to see if the tape was clipped or anything. I said, why? She said, because I saw him shoot himself. I said, okay. Did you see him take the gun out the holster? Answer that question.
See,
you did?
This is some bullshit. Like,
okay, so this person is licensed in New Jersey.
You faded out.
He represented Ahmaud Arbery. He represented Gene Botham. He represented George Floyd.
Well, Barbie, the biggest question is, do you know the inmate's name that was sitting on the side of him?
I have it.
What did he say? You don't know?
No, she said she never she said she wouldn't. She did not requested none of the witnesses because they already questioned them. But you're supposed to be. I just don't understand.
Yes, but there has to be a statement from him of what happened. The inmate.
Exactly. They should have paperwork.
She was supposed to go after every witness because it was 5 stories. The first story was he started a car accident. There was no car accident reported, so they couldn't use that one. The last story, they said, oh, he tried to carjack somebody. If I could get what I have on my phone lifted, you could hear him screaming in the police car when it came through the transmission. I didn't try to steal no white BMW.
Wow.
So how they caught him was
Barbie.
New Jersey.
I want people in here. I want to say something to you real quick. When you get a second. I just want to tell you I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart because people may not know this that are watching. But you called me 2 years ago when I was the beginning of Nature Boy. And I remember you crying, and I saw the photos, and you told me no YouTubers would help you. And but I'm telling you, I'm gonna do everything I can because I know Immortal Morals. If she's in here, by the way, I wish I could say this. If this is legal, I want to make a disclaimer. I do not consent to any of my Beagle videos or recordings on anyone's YouTubes other than Immortal Morals. Auditing America, Fake Mike, Real News. Is it? And if you do that, I'll sue your ass. I swear to God I will. Because I'm tired of people taking my shit. This is this is crazy. And it's not even for my benefits because I trust Immortal. And she's not fake news.
When you read the transcript from when they got an interview by Internal Affairs, it was a high five. We killed the nigga that day. They was laughing throughout the transcripts. Oh, it's not your fault. It's Mr. Covington's fault. He did this. So you don't have anything to worry about. He didn't get reprimanded. He made the paper in December, and that was a smack in my face.
Wow. Yo, yeah.
And, the prosecutor and the sheriff officer was there while they was doing his autopsy. That's one thing that the medical examiner put in that paper to cover her ass. I have these 2 people here standing here watching me while I'm doing this autopsy, but none of those bruises on his face are on that paper.
What?
More shockingly, More shockingly, I just was reading the PDF. Why didn't they let you see the body? Why did they cremate without you there? It says it right in here, the stuff you sent me.
Well,
they didn't let you have the body or see the body.
No, they pulled out the bag. That wasn't his body. His body.
This is so
the bag was too long. The bag was too long, so I said, who was that? So because I snuck up there, knocked on the door. Who you, Covington? They were scrambling around. I want to see him. Oh, you can't. Why? Because it's too many bodies in the way. Okay, just take a picture of him. Okay. No, we can't do that. So we sat in there 30 minutes. They rolled somebody else's dead body in a conference room, which was a biohazard, and said, "This is Jermaine." I said, "Who was that? That man too tall." I said, "I'll steal that bag." We can't. I said, "So how am I supposed to verify whether or not that's my husband?"
Hey, wait, is the witness alive? Is the inmate that was next to him, is he even alive?
He doesn't
That's what I'm
even have
asking.
he doesn't even have a Facebook page. So is he really true?
Wait.
Is he dead too?
Wait.
Because that's the first thing I felt.
If you can give me his name, I'll get the address. I'll find him.
His name common.
Another girl asked me to find her ex for child support. I got his name like 5 minutes.
I hope it's not a common name because that's gonna just be tedious.
But the thing is that something's got to be done here. This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is insane. This woman's husband was murdered in police custody, man. There's no video footage.
Put through a fucking ringer.
They said it's video footage of him. I said, okay. I said, so when he walked in the precinct, was his face like that? She said, no. I said, so can you tell me how his face got like that? She said, I can't tell you that. I said, okay. She said, but I seen the video of him shooting himself. I said, so what happened next?
Did you? Did you?
I said, give me the. I said, give me the.
Did you see the video?
Nope. I said, give me the tape. And I said, I said, the only thing I'm asking for closure for myself because they trying to say I'm crazy. That's the first thing they're trying to say. They're trying to say I'm crazy. I said, the only thing I need for closure because y'all already took that from me by discarding his body without my consent is can you please get that tape analyzed, ma'am? I'm a technician. Can you please get that tape analyzed? She said, yes, I will. 2 weeks ago, she said, I'm not paying all that money to get that tape analyzed. I said, why not? She said, because I saw him shoot himself. I said, no. Give me those tapes.
This long?
Because the first tape that I had was corrupt. It was a corrupt tape. So nobody couldn't play.
It took her this long to say some shit like that. Oh, I'm not going to analyze the tape. If you weren't going to analyze it, why did you tell me that then? Like, I've been waiting all this time and you just not done shit. Like, and then, like, what the fuck? The total runaround. That's so fucked up.
She lied to me. She betrayed me.
You need to get. I gotta get you to a civil attorney to get those things subpoenaed. Because you know what? This is crazy. You know what's so crazy? Last night I was just watching a thing about a cop. He was making black women saying that it was all black women too. I'm gonna put you in jail. I'm gonna lock you up. And he was making them give him oral sex, and he got caught. And he kept saying, nah, they're all crazy. And the police believed his story at first. They had so many women come forward, he kept saying they're all crazy. That's what the cops always say, that she's crazy. No.
Yeah.
Her husband's dead, bro. Yeah. Dead.
They said I was crazy. They said I was mad because my car got totaled. They chewed me up in the newspaper like something awful. I didn't even read the whole article because
there's got to be. I wonder if your husband might have seen something that he shouldn't have seen one day and didn't tell you about it, and then some weird shit, dude. Because this is too much extra for no fucking reason.
Right. It's deeper than. To me, I think he was a sacrificial lamb. I think he was sacrificed for somebody that day because you had no probable cause to pull him over. You guys did not run my plate until after you killed him. So if you chasing somebody,
there's no sacrifice. You know what it is? DWP. That's what it was. He was driving while black, and he got murdered because the color of his skin. The government don't give a fuck, and that's what's wrong with America.
Yeah, but okay, look, if I know that, but I feel like there has to be some crazy ass deep thing that there's something big that we're not fucking seeing. And because
I do know by looking at the PDF file that he was on parole. He was on parole.
Ryan, right? Listen to me. Listen to me, please.
But it says right here he was on parole. So I want to know what he was on parole for, because maybe they could use that.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't in that state.
I feel like it has to be something.
I know. It just says he was on parole. That's all. I just wanted to know, Could they have
Yeah,
used
but
that to try to
he's
pull
not
him
gonna kill
over?
himself over fucking parole.
I know. I'm
Like,
just reading like what he was on
no,
parole
they're not
for. It's
gonna
not
kill
even
Let me
about.
him. They're not
just,
just
and
gonna kill
I'm not
him.
trying to be funny. Let me just give you a back history of him. If Jermaine would have got hold of that gun, Jermaine would have bust their ass in that precinct. And then if he would have turned the gun on himself, that story would have been believable because he would have went out with a bang. He
Yeah.
loved me and his sons too much
She knows.
over a
She
traffic
knows.
stop. It doesn't make sense.
She
Yeah.
knows.
Because if
She
that's
knows her husband was
why
murdered.
would
She
you
knows.
take her? Why would you take his body? Where's his body, man?
Immortal, can you help
And
her,
I'm sorry,
please?
but like most cops who shoot people just get paid leave, okay? So they would have just got paid leave even if that was the truth. But there's something bigger that's going on here. There's like they're doing too much extra shit to cover shit up more than
Right,
usual. You feel me?
right.
That's why
Barbie,
I'm saying like there has to be a fucking reason or something that
no,
like it's just like it's
could
in our
you?
face but not really
Could I
because
ask you a
Right.
question,
there's
Barbie?
got to be something going on because that's just too
Yep.
damn much. That's too much of a fucking runaround for somebody to have to go through for no fucking reason. Like that doesn't register. There's something
And
sinister going on.
and if you look at the 911 transmissions, the times, the times don't match up. If you look at the description, who they was pursuing, they was pursuing the black male Afro 180 pounds. That wasn't him.
Now, can I ask you why is it that when you brought this to the attention, I'm not going to say YouTubers' names. What did they say to you? Why did they just all turn their back on you? They're like, no.
Well, one just stopped speaking to me and act like he didn't know me and just took everything down because the title was The Mystery Death of Jermaine Covington. And we was on YouTube. I did an interview because I drove myself so crazy that I went homeless in the car due to the fact that I just couldn't understand. I was lost because we only had each other. We was like the three little bears. We didn't have family. So we only had each other, and you took something away from me almost 30 years. I couldn't, my mind couldn't, I just couldn't, I couldn't wrap my mind around it because I knew he wouldn't kill himself over no traffic stop. For what? For what?
Bobby, listen, just make me a promise. When you reached out to me today, I would never point you in the wrong direction. Do not, please
My
follow.
friend just
When
said
you go
right
on
now
IG
too,
and,
there's a scenario
Immortal,
here too that
please.
what if the person that they were looking for like they couldn't catch him, so then it's like well we might as well just find somebody to replace him, and so what I
And let me
mean.
and you going in the right direction. That day there was a chase with
Yeah.
a black BMW. Mine was midnight blue. He died that day too. He hit two houses in the tree in the same vicinity. So as Jermaine going through that same area to pick me up from the airport, they didn't even identify themselves as police officers. So his first thing, like, I have a BMW, I'm about to get carjacked, so he took chase. You didn't identify yourself. You wasn't in police cars. If you was in
Yeah,
a police car,
yeah, they weren't in
he would have
police
stopped.
cars. Wait a
No.
minute. They weren't in police cars. Okay, see, that alone tells me right there that there's like something deeper going on here.
Right. So they said they started the chase. The chase got too dangerous, and their radio went out. He went back to the precinct to call me. You're lying. You didn't call me until 8 o'clock at night when he was already dead. He was still dead in the precinct while I was there, and I didn't even know it.
Yo, I know